I've been playing around with Tales of Symphonia in Dolphin, and I found a few cool little secrets that I thought would be fun to share with everybody, so here we go. In Dolphin, I'm able to move the camera in ways that the game wouldn't normally let you. So first of all, have you ever wondered who's actually behind the crates in the fishing house in Isolde? Well, because I can move the camera, let's find out. It's this kid! If you go to the slums in Tokyo and you squeeze behind these two buildings in the back here, in the bottom corner you sort of see a little something, but if I move the camera, those are actually graves. That is the makeshift cemetery in the slums, which I thought was an interesting little detail that you can't really see in the game. Next is Praesya's dad, who, when you discover him in the story, is already dead and has been for some time. He's mostly covered by the blanket, and the game is both too blurry and angled in a way you can't see. So let's go find out what's actually under there. It's just the top of a skull. There's nothing actually underneath the blanket. So, yeah. Still kind of gross, though. Next is Luin. Next to the little church is a building that you can't get to, or there's no entry, there's no door. There are a few buildings in Luin that you can't access, so that's what I thought it was. But I was able to go to the map list, and I could actually get inside, and they have a fully made interior. My favorite part is this little chess set that is beautifully rendered, but I have some questions too, because there's a lot of treasure in this room, and that seems out of character for a man of the church. When you first enter Mizuho, there's a stone right by the entrance. I turned the camera around and it says Igaguri in Japanese. I don't know if that's a headstone because they thought the chief had already died and was in a coma, or if it's just a marker of some sort. This one is actually my favorite. So in Exire, in this room, you can go back to this little area, but you can't really see what's back there. But when I move the camera, it's actually a bathroom with a little toilet paper roll and a shelf, and it's very cute, very modern. In the Coliseum, the cheering crowd, they never gave them actual faces. Instead, they're kind of cute versions of their faces. I actually really like these. And then if I turn over here, there's a place for the king and queen to sit, and a statue of, I think, Spiritua, but actually looks quite a bit like Colette. It has kind of her hair. So I'm not the first person to find this, but in the map list, there is a destroyed version of Dirk and Lloyd's house. And it's very early on in the map list. It actually shows up before the regular versions. So there are arrows in it, so it's not a natural disaster. It was attacked. I assume it gets attacked whenever the Desians attack Azalea. And there's like Dirk's picture on the floor. I feel like that's sort of a bad omen. Maybe they decided killing off both his parents early on was a bad idea. I don't know. But yeah, in some earlier version of the story, Lloyd's home gets destroyed. Something that I don't think gets enough attention about this game is how much effort was put into the cooking system. It actually has like fun little things about the characters inside the cooking system. So every recipe has required ingredients, and then there's additional ingredients that each character can add depending on their tastes. So I feel like it's most clear in the sandwich category. Colette makes a fruit sandwich, Praesya has an egg sandwich, Rain's sandwich is literally only bread, which is kind of hilarious. And then if you level up everybody's stars in the recipes, what they will add actually changes. It both changes the effect that it gives your party, and it just shows how they've grown as a cook. So I actually went through and made a spreadsheet. This took like 50 hours of all the different ingredients each character adds and what the eventual effect of it is on the party. So I'm actually going to link it below. It's like a Google Sheets, so you can look through it. There's a ton of interesting information on there. It's especially funny because Rain almost never adds additional ingredients, but when she does, it's lemon. She adds lemon to everything. Colette has more like childish tastes, but is a decent cook. Sheena's actually a really good cook. She rivals Genus on some of the recipes, and I highlighted who the best person to cook for each recipe is. Characters' favorite and least favorite foods factor into this. Lloyd loves meat. And kind of a cute note is that Lloyd and Kratos have very similar tastes, and they put similar things in the dishes. It's not always the same, but a lot of times it will be the same. So yeah, it's fun to scroll through, fun to look through. I love that they put so much effort into that. And yeah, but basically, I have a few other like little things I found, but these were kind of the main things I thought were sort of interesting. But yeah, if you have any questions on things you want me to check out, because I have access to the map list, and I can move the camera, I have all sorts of little things I can do. So if you have questions about specific rooms in the game, specific parts, let me know and I can maybe make a video for it.